Things are all tied up here, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2. This is our second semifinals here at the NAVER StarLeague. Life was down 0-2. He got, pretty crushed in those two games, but I would say he crushed Dream in the next two. Essentially, he played really, really well.
Yeah, he got pissed. He took that break, and then he came back and he kicked ass twice in a row already. Third possible win is going to be on King Sejong Station, game number 5. And it's really starting to heat up now. Both players looking so damn good today. This is definitely my highlight match, I think. Such a fun matchup.
Yeah, I'm just really curious because for me, I just watched so much mech play yesterday on this map. I know this is just a qualifier, so everyone prepares one build for every map and a qualifier usually for every matchup, but he just failed with mech. I don't think he's going to do it again. Let's see what he's got planned. Whoever wins this map number 5, King Sejong Station, is going to take the lead here in our second semis of the NAVER StarLeague.
One day.
Eventually.
And up here, in the top left, it is a player winning the last 2 games. It is KT's Life.
Very, very impressive play. Very unique Zerg versus mech play we saw last game. Bringing the Infestors back. Down to the bottom right in blue, his opponent. It's Dream. Having a bit of a breakout performance in this tournament especially. By the way, for everyone in this tournament, there can only be like one Royal Rotor. And if Dream is able to win this tournament, which is still possible, he would become not only like a Royal Rotor in this tournament, but it would be his first championship in Korea. So that's a very big step for him. A lot of weight on his shoulders, a lot he wants to accomplish here in this tournament.
It really is amazing how far he's come, considering how long he's been in the scene. But then he had that team switch, and he just powered up beyond belief, I think. Like, he really became a whole new player and reaching a whole new level already. And it's only the beginning, I think. The only beginning of 2015 and his career at SKT.
Whenever you have a player who had, basically had a ton of like motivation and a ton of skill and talent, who's on the wrong team, sometimes you can really tell when they join a new team. And a very appropriate example is Life. He was on the team Xenex back in the day, and he had so much potential, but you never really knew it. You could see it in his play like, oh, this guy could be really good. He could be amazing. And then he joined StarTale, which was one of the best teams back then. And then he did incredibly well and broke out of nowhere. Nobody expected this guy to be a Royal Rotor and somebody who became basically the world championship, the best Zerg in the world. And sometimes you just see that with a player who has so much potential. You don't realize it until he has a good practice environment to work with.
Yeah, it's so true. And it's so great to see this player given an opportunity and taking full advantage of it. And we did see a pretty greedy sort of build from Life, actually. I believe he went for pool first, though. Then he followed it up with a very fast third hatchery.
What do you think about the pool first? I kind of like it because...
I like it.
We haven't seen Dream like cheese yet. We haven't seen him do 2 barracks proxy. It's always a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I think it's a good sort of build to mix in. But I don't know if it works against Dream, because Dream doesn't seem like the kind of player that's going to deviate too much and go for a proxy. He sure hasn't done it yet, and he hasn't shown like he even thought about it once. He's more happy going for like a fast third CC, going into Reaper Hellion and Banshee follow-up into just a hardcore bio-macro game in most cases.
Yeah. Well, now he's got a pretty good position with his CC up. His factory is done. Starts a third CC. He actually places it at the bottom of his base, which is smart because it cannot be scouted. And I like Dream's position a lot here. Let's see if he decides to go for Banshees. I think there's a very high chance.
Well, there's that starport. As you say it, So I think, yeah, it's definitely going to be the Hellion Banshee. And it's going to be up to Life to nullify the damage once again. Like every other game, every other opening, we do see Life is kind of just on the defensive here, making enough queens, getting the creep spread to his third base, having lings in the right place and spores in the right place. He has all those things together and pays attention, you know, he will be fine to that mid game where he gets those meters out. Then the real game kind of begins.
Goodbye, Overlord. Gonna have to sack himself to scout Banshees. Doesn't see a tech lab on the starport, but can reasonably assume.
Yeah, that's some cheeky play. But yeah, he's gonna go for a medivac instead.
Well, that's the funny thing is actually, even if he assumes so, it's not gonna be it in this case.
Yeah, so this could be a bit of a problem. We don't see an armory or anything just yet though. So he's gonna rely on this medivac to probably do Hellion drop.
Yeah, like a little elevator or a little lift up into the main base, maybe.
That's what I think here. Like, I mean, he doesn't have enough Marines either to really make anything happen. So yeah, he's going to pick up 4 Hellions.
It's a quick drop distance to the natural as well. Something we might see. But yeah, I think he's just going to... He may drop the Nat first, but it looks like with the way he's moving his Hellions right now, he wants to go to the main.
Overlord
sees everything.
Sees everything. But, I mean, you can see everything, but still, it's Queens defending against Hellion drop here. And even if you see it coming, you can't be everywhere at once. You can't catch up to a medivac that's using boost. You are going to take damage if you're not, like, in place. And look at this. Not in place.
Yep. He was expecting to drop in the main base. 2 drones go down already. He picks up, takes 1 spore shot, and gets away. Not massive damage, but a little bit of pressure.
A little bit of pressure. Forces all the drones to stop mining for a few seconds. Takes 2 down.
Basically the same type of damage that a Banshee would have gotten done.
Essentially, yeah. And I mean, you can use both the Hellions and the Medivac later as well, probably to more effect than a Banshee. But here we go again.
Finds an opening.
Big opening this time.
Just 2 more for now, but I think that's not where it's going to end. Doesn't overcommit. Would have been tempting to go and try to chase those drones down. He's going to get some lings instead.
Oh, wow.
Just kiting really nicely here. The Medivac stays out of queen range the entire time until the pickup, so it doesn't take any damage either, so we can escape pretty safely there.
That is some frustrating damage right there. Upgrades are about even. They're going to be getting them about the same time, which is pretty important to note. Medivac could actually go in for another drop and find damage, and I think he might.
Yep, looks like he's going to go for it.
Lings are actually going across the map here. Are we going to see a massive Ling Bane attack? I think we might, but the Baneling Nest has been forgotten.
Oh boy, 6 more drones go down. He does lose his Hellions for it, and the Medivac, though. This is a tight wall.
He can't find anything here. The Baneling Nest, only half done at this point.
That's a huge commitment to Lings, which means he's at even worker count with Dream right now because of all the larvae he spent to do this.
His main base is completely unsaturated. 9 drones on minerals at this point. Getting his second gas up there as well. Spire is going down. It's going to be about the maybe 12 to 13 minute mutas again. And we might see Baneling start to morph. Here we go.
Yeah. You think he's just going to try to hit the Nat with these? I think he's just going to try to hit third and
he's going to try and kill, essentially.
Oh, boy.
This is going to be a hard one this time because there's already Medivacs, there's already Marines.
There's only 2 Hellions, which are great against slow Banelings like this.
Yeah. Well, there's also 2 Widow Mines. Oh, no. You got the Widow Mines as well. He's going to have to deal with his third base, I think, and just settle for that.
Yep. And he's just going to pick up Hellbats here on the ground to do some extra damage. Those Banelings a bit indecisive on what they want to target. Widow Mine gets a great shot off there.
Well,
he can just kill these SCVs with Lings. He doesn't want to use the Banelings on those.
He's going to try and pick them up, actually.
And he saves a few of them. Can't pick up mules, though.
15 go down there. A good sort of payback from Life after all those losses in his main base. He still hasn't saturated his main either, by the way. Only doing it now. Doesn't have enough minerals for Mutalisks either. Instead,
what are these queens doing? It looks like a miss rally.
Maybe he's going to try and soak up some mine hits with these guys.
Suppose it's possible. I mean, they are going to do some extra range damage here. I don't think it was intentional, but he's going to get it involved now.
Mines can do a lot of work here.
Oh my god. That was a lot of damage. I don't know what else to say. It was a lot of damage, but still, when he's in here, killing a few more SCVs, 13 more go down, and Dream is now down to 38 Harvesters. And he still hasn't been able to clean up the Zerg army yet.
Yeah, counter drop going at his third base in the top right. Top left, top mid. So there should be Lings to clean this up. Queen is going to go down there. A little bit of a distraction while Life tries to end it here. I don't think he will, though.
I don't think so. Those Queens are finally going to get pushed back now as well. And worker count 67 to 35, a huge advantage to Life in that regard. But he has a late 4th base.
Late 4th base. Muta switch.
Yeah, he's switching to those mutas.
I think the late 4th is okay, considering how much SCV damage he did do. I think it's completely fine. He kind of just has to deflect for the moment now. Get into that composition that he desires, which is going to be Mutaling Bane for now. Once you get that Muta count up, secure that 4th base, start the creep spread just a little bit further, then start taking good hits, good engagements again.
Yeah, he basically needs to use these Mutilas to buy time to keep his 4th up and to keep the Terran off his back, keep the drops back. So he can actually get his army back up to snuff, get some more Banelings out. He's already got 10 more on the way, so should actually have plenty of Banelings out pretty soon. Only 1 turret here. Well, this isn't quite enough Mutilas, although he can come to the left side. That's pretty exposed. There come the Marines back home to defend. It was a double drop since somewhere. There it is, over here at the 4th.
It won't get taken down there, despite how many Marines there are. Those medivacs should get out for the moment. 3 Muta's going to try and get work done. Gets actually a medivac.
Yeah, for 1 Mutalis and the Marines that were inside, I think that was okay, and I think he's definitely going to clear this up. Nice. So Life starting to take a pretty hefty lead, I would say, here. I mean, Dream hasn't been able to get anything done.
Yeah, about a 30 supply lead at this point. He's looking good. The 3rd base of Dream has only just been saturated. He's still playing catch-up.
Yeah, his 2-2 is finishing around the ssame time as Life's. He can get his 3-3 first, but it's pretty expensive. He can't quite afford it in minerals right now. And again, this natural is exposed. The crowd actually gives a huge yelp, I heard down there, as these Mutilas find some damage here. Only 3 SCVs, but any small advantage you can get when you're already up 20-plus Harvesters is pretty huge.
Life is going for the kill at this point. He knows how far ahead he is. He just has to clean it up. It's such an awkward position for Dream at this point.
Ooh, that Widowmine shot was so bad, too. He's got 3 more on the high ground.
Oh,
he kills his own Marines with him, and that should be game.
Yeah, there's a bad Widowmine hits, hitting all the Marines. Now
dancing
he's dancing
the Banes. GG.
Life. He's back, and he's 1 game away from taking the match.
Oh, boy. That was a pretty great game. Lots of back and forth action, and Life really able to take an awkward situation and make the attack work despite the fact they had kind of a late Baneling nest. Caught Dream a bit off guard there and transitioned really nicely into the Mutalis. Dream starting to look really stressed out here, pulling that bottle.
Yeah, pretty hard situation for him. We're going to have to find out in a second what the next map will be. It looks like it will be Merry-Go-Round.
Yeah,
so
Merry-Go-Round.
An opportunity here for Dream. Better map for him, that's for sure.
Life still looks really angry, though.
Yeah, man. You can't do that to Life. You can't Manamule Life and expect to win the best of 7. Maybe you can do that in, like, Game 6, so, like, Game 7 he's rattled, but you can't do it in Game 1 and give him time to, like, stabilize.
Yeah. I think Merry-Go-Round definitely going to be a biomap here. Not going to be seeing anything different out of Dream this time.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of the same. It most likely to be like Hellion Banshee into that bio again. And I think Life is going to essentially defend. It's a bit harder for him to get a 3rd base like he has been doing on this map. So we might actually see faster Mutas on this map, or maybe some pretty early Ling Bane aggression.
Yeah.